Oh. Hello. What's good, y'all? I'm taking over. Hello, everyone. Hi. We're going to get started at 10:05. Cool. Make sure you got yourself a mat. JK, you don't need a mat. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Trent, also known as Trash Goat. Hey, Steve. What's that like? Good morning, everyone who just came in. We're going to start at 10:05. Yo, what's up? Hey. First one awake, so taking over. Okay, we're gonna get started, y'all. So joining me in a comfortable seat, you can either sit like how I'm sitting, sit crisscross, applesauce. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Come into a comfortable seat. We're gonna get started. After we meet me in a comfortable seat, I'm just gonna gently roll the shoulders back. Hello, everyone who just joined. Meeting me in a comfortable seat, and we're just rolling the shoulders back. Being mindful of the breath. And when you're ready, you can switch that rotation, rolling the shoulders forward. And gently come into stillness. We're gently going to grab the left side of our head and have our right arm heavy, stretching the whole left side of our neck. Giving it a gentle stretch. Being mindful of the breath. Breathing through your stretch. And when you're ready, we're just going to face the head towards the armpit. We're going to grab the backs of our head and let our right elbow hang heavy. Stretching the whole backs of our neck. And on your last exhale, we're gently going to bring the head back to center. And we're going to switch sides. So with the left arm, we're gently going to grab the right side of our head. Have our left elbow hang heavy. Stretching the whole right side. Breathing deep into your stretch. And when you're ready, gently turning the head, grabbing the backs of our head, we're going to make the left elbow hang heavy once more, stretching the whole backs of our neck. Head facing the armpit. Breathing deep into that stretch. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're gently going to release the head, bringing it back to center. From here, we're going to rotate the head all the way around, taking our time, bringing the chin all the way to chest, and rotating the head all the way around. And when you're ready, you can reverse this rotation, go in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, gently bringing the head back to stillness. From here, we're going to open up the arms wide, and we're going to cross over right over left, bending that left arm, dropping that right shoulder, and bringing the right arm as close to you as possible. Breathing into that right shoulder. And welcome to anyone who just came. And when you're ready, gently bringing that right arm up for eagle arms. If this feels good for you, you can try eagle arms. We're going to inhale, lift up the arms together. Exhale, pushing the shins and the palms away from the face. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away, rounding the spine. And gently coming back to center, we're going to release the arms wide. And we're going to cross over left over right, bending the right arm, dropping the left shoulder. And bring that left arm as close to you as possible. Breathing deep into that left shoulder. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're just going to rise up the left arm for eagle arms on the other side. And we're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, push away. Push the palms away from the face. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push away, rounding the spine. And coming back to neutral spine, releasing the arms. We're going to bring the arms in front of us, reaching out like nice and long. And we're going to rotate the wrists. And reverse, going the other way. Going the other direction. And from here, we're going to flip the palms, fingers facing us, and we're going to pulse the wrist into the floor. Hello. Feel free to give your forearm some heat. Last forearm. Switch over to the right forearm. And after you've done that, we're going to flip the palms. Back side of the palm will face towards the floor. And from here, you can pulsate the wrist by trying to create a fist. And we're just going to move right back to this for one last time. And we're just going to gently shake out the wrist. From here, we're slowly going to make our way into tabletop. Just move like this so you can see. Finding our way to tabletop. We're slowly going to rise up the right arm. And we're going to dive down under, threading under the left arm, dropping the right shoulder into the ground, keeping the hips where they are, up in the air. And I'll show you how it looks from the front. Breathing deep in this stretch here. Being mindful of the breath. And when you're ready, slowly meet me back into tabletop. Coming back to tabletop, we're going to rise up the left arm towards the sky, and we're going to thread the left arm under the right arm, dropping that left shoulder into the ground, keeping the hips where they are. And I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Breathing deep in this stretch here on the left side. Engaging with the belly. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, slowly make your way back into tabletop. And from here, we're going to inhale, tucking in the belly button, arching the back, bringing the palms close to the body. And we're going to exhale, pushing to the back, pushing into the floor. For cat. And feel free to do a couple cat cows on your own. Going at your own pace. Giving your body really what it needs. And if anything feels uncomfortable for you, if anything isn't a part of your practice today, feel free to go down into a child's pose. And coming out of our last cat or cow, bringing the spine back to center. We're gently gonna open up the thighs, big toes to touch, reaching out with the arms nice and long, sitting the hips down and back for our first child pose. And you can rest your forehead on the mat or the floor. And when you're ready, crawling both hands towards the right side, stretching the whole left side. Breathing deep into that whole left side, being mindful of your breath. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're gently gonna crawl the hands towards the left side, stretching that whole right side. Sending the breath to the whole right side. And when you're ready, gently crawling the hands back to center for one last stretch. And you can widen your stance with your hands here. Bring the hands by your side here. Whichever feels comfortable for you. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're gently, with intention, and slowly make our way towards our bellies. Once we reach our bellies here, we're going to spread the arms. We're going to go post the arms. And we're going to lay our right ear on the floor. From here, we're going to pillar this left arm. We're going to rise up the left leg. And we're going to place it over into our right back space. Breathing deep into this twist here. And on your last cycle of breath, we're slowly going to bring the left leg back to meet the right. We're going to go post this left arm here. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to lay the left ear on the floor. We're going to pillar this right arm. Rising up the right leg, we're going to place it over into our left back space. Breathing through the twist. Being mindful of the breath. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're slowly going to bring the right leg back to meet the left. And we're going to go post that right arm once more. And we're just going to rest the head down here for a sec. From here, we're going to bring the arms under our torso, like so, for Fink's pose. Feeling strong here. From here, we're going to lower down, starting with the chest, chin, head, resting the forehead on the mat or the floor. From here, we're slowly going to bring the palms under our shoulders. We're going to push through the floor, rising the chest up, dropping the shoulders. For up dog or cobra. And we're slowly going to lower down the torso, the chest, chin, head, back into the ground. And we're slowly going to rise back up once more. Head, chin, chest. Dropping the shoulders. From here, we're going to tuck the back toes, Rising the knees up, pushing the hips up and back for downward facing dog. From here, you can pedal the feet, bend your knees, and I'll show you what it looks like from the side. So from here, you can hop, step, or walk the feet to the hands for a forward fold. I'm just gonna hang heavy here. Excuse me. Hanging heavy here. Engaging with the belly. Get some belly breaths here. From here, we're gonna bend our knees, belly on top of thighs. Still hanging heavy. You can grab each elbow and hang heavy here if this feels good for you. You can sway back and forth. And we're slowly gonna rise up, all the way up. You can't even see me. Coming all the way up. Palms by our side. Feeling rooted, feeling grounded. From here, we're gonna rise the arms up, above our heads. And we're gonna exhale. Drop the arms by our side. Rising the arms up, above our heads. We're just gonna slowly exhale, swan dive, hinging at the hips, all the way down. From here, pressing onto the shins for a flat back. Crown of the head reaching nice and long. Feeling strong in our flat back here. And on your last exhale, you can forward fold, hanging heavy here. And from here, pressing into the floor, stepping both feet back for a high plank. For a modified version of this, you can come down into the forearms. And when you're ready, with intention, slowly lower down into your mat on the floor. From here, placing both palms under the shoulders, we're going to rise up for up dog or cobra. From here, we're going to tuck the back toes, rising the knees off the ground, pushing the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. From here, we're going to float the right knee, bringing it towards our chest, and we're going to place it between both palms. Right knee stacked above right ankle, back leg reaching nice and long. We're in a low lunge here, feeling strong. From here, you can lower down that left knee into your mat or the floor. We're going to place both palms on the right thigh, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. Feeling strong here, breathing into the whole left side, into the whole left thigh. And when you're ready, we're going to come down to frame this right foot, placing the left hand on the inner side of the right foot. We're going to rise up the right arm. Feeling strong in this position here. And on our last exhale, we're going to frame this right foot. We're going to rise up that left knee off the mat or off the floor. We're going to rotate that left ankle into the floor. We're going to bicycle the arms open for warrior two. Right knee stacked above right ankle. Arms stretching nice and long. From here, we're going to rotate the front palm, reach forward, up and back, stretching the whole right side. From here, we're going to switch sides, resting the right arm on the right thigh, stretching the whole left side. And on your last cycle of breath, we're going to frame this right foot once more, coming back into a low lunge. And we're going to bring that right leg back to meet the left, pushing the hips up for a downward facing dog. Feel free to go into a child's pose if that feels good for you. So you can come to a downward facing dog or gently make your way to your mat or the floor and come down for child's pose. And when you're ready, for the people who went to child's pose, like myself, we're slowly going to make our way to downward facing dog. You can bend your knees, pedal your feet. We're going to rise. We're going to float the left knee up, bringing it towards our chest. And we're going to place that left foot between the palms. For the blind people who can see me as well, I'm going to put you there. So coming here, we're in a low lunge. Left knee stacked on top of the left ankle. Right leg reaching nice and long. Feeling strong here in this low lunge. And when you're ready, you can drop that right knee into your mat or the floor if you haven't already. From here, still staying stacked, we're going to place both palms on the left thigh, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. Feeling strong in this high lunge here. Breathing into the right thigh. From here, we're going to frame this left foot, dropping the right palm. We're going to rise up the left arm. Feeling strong here in this position. From here, we're going to come back. We're going to frame the left foot. We're going to rise the right knee off the floor. And we're going to rotate that ankle, that right ankle down. We're going to bicycle the arms open. For warrior two on the other side. Arms stretching nice and long. Excuse me. Arms stretching nice and long. We're going to flip the front palm. Reach forward, up and back. Stretching the whole left side. And when you're ready, we're going to rotate the arms, placing the left arm on the left knee, stretching the right arm up and over, stretching the whole right side. And on our last exhale, we're going to frame this left foot once more. We're going to bring this left foot back to meet the right, pushing the hips up and back for one more downward facing dog. Feel free to bend your knees, pedal your feet. From here, with control, we're slowly gonna make our way into a child's pose once more. So opening the hips wide, big toes to touch, arms stretching nice and long, dropping the hips down and back, resting the forehead on the floor or your mat. And when you're ready, slowly make your way into a seated position. From here, we're going to tuck in the left leg. We're going to stretch the right leg nice and long. Bring the spine to a neutral position, nice and straight. We're going to crawl the hands down the right leg, grabbing the shin or the foot, hinging at the hips and leading with the chest. Slowly going to bring our chest to meet our right thigh, slowly lowering down and using the breath as a guide to help you get closer and closer to your to your right leg. And when you're going as far as you can go, feel free to round your spine. And when you're ready, slowly bring the spine back to neutral. With our right palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing the left knee, rising the left arm up and over, having the chest face towards the ceiling. Keeping that left leg or that left knee to the floor. Breathing deep into this whole left side. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're slowly going to release, bringing the spine back to neutral. And we're going to release the left leg. And we're just going to flex and point that left ankle. And now we're going to tuck in that right leg. Keeping that left leg stretched nice and long. There we go. Okay. Sitting upright, spine nice and straight. We're going to crawl the hands down the left leg, grabbing the shin or your foot, using your breath as a guide to lead your chest towards your left leg, hinging at the hips, going as far as you can go. And when you reach as far as you got, or as far as you went, you can round your spine. Excuse me. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're slowly going to bring the spine back to neutral. With our left palm, we're going to reach over towards the right knee. We're going to stretch the right arm up and over. Chest facing towards the ceiling. Right knee or right thigh placing to the floor. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're slowly gonna place that right hand back into the floor. We're gonna release that right leg. And we're just gonna pat him out into the mat or into the floor. From here, we're gonna tuck in both legs, bringing the feet to prayer. And we're just gonna open the feet up like a book, showing the feet some love, massaging the insides of the heels, the feet, the balls of the feet, the toes. And from here, grabbing the shins or the tops of your feet, bringing the spine to neutral, standing up nice and straight. From here, we're just gonna feel nice and rooted, nice and strong here. Spine reaching nice and tall, crown of the head reaching nice and long. And from here, you can round your spine, tucking in the belly, pushing through the back. And we're gonna reverse, sitting up nice and straight once more. And when you're ready, you can tuck in the belly, pushing through the back, rounding that spine. And coming back to a nice seated posture, spine reaching nice and long. We're going to give ourselves a gentle rock back and forth. And getting faster with our rock. We're going to rock all the way onto our backs. And releasing the legs. Placing the feet into the ground. Knees facing towards the sky. From here, we're just going to give ourselves a gentle rock, swaying the knees back and forth. And when you're ready, bringing your rock to stillness, knees facing towards the sky. We're going to rise up that right leg. We're going to place the right ankle on top of the left knee. And we're just going to keep this posture here, keeping the right ankle on top of the left knee. And without using our hands, we're just gently going to open up our right thigh, the whole right side, opening up as much as you can. Breathing into that whole right side, the right thigh, the hip, The right ankle. And when you're ready, bringing your right knee back to stillness. We're going to rise up that left leg off the mat or the floor, threading through, grabbing behind the right thigh. Bringing our left eye as close as possible. Breathing deep into that whole right side. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, you're gently going to release that left leg back into the floor, releasing that right leg back into the floor as well. We're going to rise up that left leg, placing that left ankle on that right, that right knee. From here, we're just gently going to open up the left thigh. And feel free to give yourself a gentle push on the left thigh. If I turn so you can see what I mean, for example, gently give yourself a nice push on the left thigh here. Breathing into that left hip, left thigh, left ankle. And bringing that left thigh back to stillness. We're going to rise the right leg off the floor. Threading through, clasping the palms behind the right thigh, And bringing that right thigh as close to us as possible. Breathing into that whole left side. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're gently going to place the right leg back into the floor, releasing the right thigh back into the floor as well. We're going to give ourselves a gentle rock, swaying the knees back and forth once more. And slowly bringing our rock back to stillness, still keeping the knees bent, towards the sky. We're just going to straighten that left leg, still keeping the right leg bent. With our left palm, we're going to grab the outside of the right thigh, or the right knee, and we're going to place it over into our front toe space for a twist on the left side. Stretching the right arm long, looking over the right shoulder. Breathing deep into your twist. And when you're ready, bringing that right leg to meet the left. From here, we're going to bend the left leg, keeping that right leg nice and long. With our right palm, we're going to grab the outside of the left knee, and we're going to place that left leg over into our right frontal space for a twist on the right side. Stretching the left arm nice and long, we're going to look over our left shoulder. To deepen the twist. And coming out of your last cycle of breath, we're gently going to bring that left leg back to meet the right. And from here, we're going to rise up, the legs above us, bring the hips up as well. We're going to reach in, grabbing the insides of our feet, stacking both ankles on top of both knees for happy baby. And I'll switch my position so you can see what it looks like from here. So bringing our hips above us, grabbing the insides of our feet for happy baby, ankles stacked above the knees. So help come into this position here. Feel free to give yourself a sway or a gentle rock back and forth. And from here, we're going to slowly bring our knees towards our chest, coming into a little ball. And with control, we're slowly going to release our limbs back into the earth or your mat. Palms facing by our sides, facing towards the sky. Right now we lay in corpse pose, Savasana. Relaxing everything in our body. Bringing everything to stillness. Relaxing every muscle in our face. Relaxing the jaw. Releasing everything into the earth. And from here, wiggling the toes and the fingers, bringing movement back into the body. And when you're ready, rolling to the right or left side, curling up into a fetal position. And when you're ready, meeting me into a comfortable position. Placing your palms on your knees, heart center, or placing both palms on top of the heart. We're going to end our session with 4 breaths. A breath for the indigenous people who was here before colonization, breathing in. A breath to thank yourself for your practice today, breathing in. A breath to thank others for their support, breathing in. And this last breath can be for you, for any intentions you have for the day, breathing in. The loving human in me bows down to the loving human in you. Namaste. And I hope you enjoyed today's practice session with me. And it's my first time going virtual, so you can give me tips or anything you want to do for next session. If I teach again, let me know what feels comfortable for you, what we can do to change up the momentum or the pace of what we're going. Just let me in on what you guys want to see next time. Thank you for coming to today's morning practice session. Y'all are beautiful. Of course. This is my first time going virtual, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm sorry if my voice got muffled at some points. I'll try to, for the future, I'll project my voice where you can hear me on the mic if I wasn't being too, loud. Heard. Hello. I'm actually going to end this right now. Thank you. Aww. Thank you. Wait. Can I click on? How do I get back to the thing? I don't know how to. I don't know how to.